Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. This is day 87 of 1000. Hey, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stick around. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's really good to have you. For all my new viewers, this channel is all about investing money and being all in on Tesla no matter what. So join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. That's right, join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through the following. I'm going to share my day 87 portfolio with you. I'm also going to be looking at the NASDAQ and the Tesla charts to see where the price may be moving to when the market opens tomorrow. I'm also going to be looking at the RSI, MACD and candlestick patterns to see where the price may be headed to tomorrow. So let's get into it. So it's day 87, 20th of March 2022. I've got two portfolios, Portfolio A and Portfolio B. In Portfolio A, I've managed to add another 0.5448 shares in Tesla. So that brings my total in Portfolio A to just under 124 shares. And in Portfolio B, I have just under 91 shares. So that's day 87, 20th of March 2022. So the total number of shares that I hold in Tesla at this point is just over 214 and a half shares. So my ultimate goal is to reach 300 shares in Tesla. I'm 71.5% of the way there. So I've got a little bit more to go. My next milestone is to hit 220 shares, and then after that it's 230, 240, all the way to 200, all the way to 300. So that's my ultimate goal, to reach 300 shares in Tesla. So what's been happening in Tesla? So it's day 87 of 1000. The price of Tesla is just over $905. And if I multiply that by the number of shares that I hold, which is just over 214 shares, that gives me a portfolio value of $194,321.31. So remember, at its peak, my portfolio was valued around $250,000, and at its trough, it was valued at around $160,000. So it is somewhere in the middle now, but I'm not too concerned about these short-term movements. I know that Tesla is a very volatile stock. It's going to be high, it's going to be low one day, so I'm not too concerned about that. My main concern is to try and hold this share for at least 1000 days, and my main concern is to lower the cost basis as much as possible. So during this dip, I was able to buy a little bit more and it reduced my cost basis, which was a fantastic result. So my ultimate goal is to hold this for 1000 days, and my price target is 3,400, and if my calculations are correct, I should be able to make $1 million. So that's day 87 of 1000. So let's get into the technical analysis now. So let's have a look at the NASDAQ 1-year chart. So I've got the chart in front of you and I've got it in candlesticks. I've got all the support and resistance lines all marked up. So I'm just going to zoom into it to see what's been happening lately. So as you know, the MA50 dipped under the MA200, which is a bearish signal. But the NASDAQ went all the way down to 12,500, but then it recovered and it is now above 13,750, and it is hitting the resistance, the MA50 resistance. So if it breaks that, then it's going to go to the next level, which is 14,250. If it breaks that again, it's going to try and reach for the MA200 level, and then it's going to go to the next level, which is about 15,000. If there is bad news in the market, if there's another rate hike, if there's more talk about quantitative tightening, then it's going to go down again. If there's more escalation in Ukraine, if more countries are drawn into the war, it's going to keep on going down. So again, it is a very, very volatile time. But what history has taught us is just be patient during these times. When great quality companies dip, it's time for you to buy more, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So for the NASDAQ 1-year charts, the Q have penetrated above the 13,750 level. The index is now hitting the MA50 resistance level, which is still below the MA200. If the MA50 level is penetrated, then the index should head to 14,250, and then it will hit the MA200 level. So that's NASDAQ 1-year chart. So let's have a look at the Tesla 1-year chart. So as you can see, again, I've got all the support and resistance lines marked up. I've got the upward trend marked up and the downward trend marked up. So if we zoom into it, we can see that Tesla has had a fantastic run. It went all the way down to 700 at one stage, and then it recovered all the way up to 875, and then it went down again to 775. So I was able to buy the dip a few times, and now what's happened, it's had a very strong week, and it's kept on going up and up, and it's actually broken the MA200 level comprehensively, and now it's hit the upper boundary of the downtrend, and it's also hit the MA50 level. So if it breaks that, this is a very strong resistance level, because there's a double resistance here. There's a MA50 level resistance and a downward trend resistance, but if it breaks it, the next resistance line is 950. If it breaks that, then it's going to go all the way to 1,000, and then after that it may try to reach its all-time high. So that's the Tesla 1-year chart. So Tesla is now hitting the upper channel resistance at $905. Tesla has also hit the MA50 level. So there is a double resistance, as I said earlier. If Tesla price can break this resistance, it will break the downward trend and then possibly head upwards. So this is a very bullish time for Tesla at the moment. So that's the Tesla 1-year chart. So let's have a look at the RSI analysis now. So as you can see, RSI hit the 30 level on two separate. It didn't hit the 30 level. It was very close to the 30 level. So these were great opportunities for long-term investors to try and get in and reduce their cost basis as much as possible. Now what's happened, it's gone above 50, so price is going higher. I'm still buying. I'm still a buyer. I'm always dollar cost averaging into Tesla shares. I'm also trying to buy as much as possible, under $1,000. Every time Tesla hits, the RSI hits or goes near 30, I try to buy more. If it goes under 30, I try to scramble as much money as possible so I can buy more shares, because I believe in this company, and when it hits these valuations, it's worth buying. So at the moment, Tesla RSI has exceeded 50, so it's very bullish at the moment. The momentum is with the bulls, and there is a lot of strong movement upwards. So I wouldn't be surprised if the MA50 level was broken now and it starts to go for the all-time highs. So that's the RSI analysis on Tesla. So what about the MACD analysis? So as you can see, there's been a bullish crossover. So black line is above the red line and the two lines are diverging. Also, you can see that the histogram is moving higher and higher, and it's gaining a lot of strength, and the upward trajectory is like higher now. So again, MACD is strong. It's a very bullish signal. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if the 950 or the MA50 level is broken, and then it tries to go to 950 and then 1000, and then it tries to go to all-time highs again, which is why I'm trying to buy as much as possible. So that's the MACD analysis on Tesla. So let's have a look at the candlestick analysis now. So as you can see, Tesla has had a very strong run, and it is now just hitting the 905 level, which coincides with the downward trend, and it coincides with the MA50 level. So again, if it breaks that, then I suspect it's going to go to 950, and then it's going to go to 1000. But again, if it fails, it's going to be squeezing between the MA50 and the MA200 level, and depending on what kind of news comes out, it's either going to break upwards or downwards. So again, just keep your eye on the price, keep your eye to see what's happening, keep some money, invest on the side if the valuation goes down, and you can buy this company at great prices. So again, keep some money on the side. If you believe in this company, if you can get it at a low level like 775 or 700, you'll be able to lower your cost basis. So next time when it rises, you're going to be in a position of strength. So that's the Tesla candlestick analysis. So what are the key points to remember? So Tesla is trying to break out of a double resistance level, which is the upper trend line and the MA50 level. If Tesla can break out, then it will break its downward trend and head further up. So as I said, it was in a downward trend. If it can break out of that downward trend, then it's going to continue to move higher. It's going to try to reach the 950 level, then the 1000 level, and then it's going to try and hit all-time highs again. So again, I'm trying to buy as much as possible at these valuations. I'm trying to get to my 300 level as soon as possible, but I'm trying to get there before the price runs away. If it's at 50, I don't want to buy Tesla at 1800, 1900 or 2000. It just makes the task much harder. I'm trying to buy as much as possible under 1000. So the next key point to remember is MACD has had a bullish crossover, and this has happened, and the two lines are now diverging, and the MACD histogram is getting higher and higher, which is a very bullish signal. And the next key point to remember is RSI has crossed above the 50 level. So the momentum is firmly with the bulls at the moment, and any price action is likely to be higher. So again, as I said, if it breaks the 905 level, it's going to go to 950 and then 1000. And then if it breaks that, then it's going to try and recapture all-time highs again. So again, I'm, as a long-term investor, trying to buy as much as possible, because at these valuations, I think, it's a fantastic valuation. Because if you think about it, this is an amazing growth company. It's going to probably be one of the greatest growth stories ever told. It's going to be riding several S-curves. It's going to be riding the EV S-curve. It's going to be riding the autonomy S-curve. It's going to be riding the robotics S-curve. So again, there's so much growth. I think it's going to be growing for the next 10 years at least. And then, and so this is a fantastic time to buy in at the moment. So those are the key points to remember. So what are my buying signals? So again, I've got my buying signals all, marked up. So if it reaches these levels and I've got some money available, I'm going to try and buy as much as possible. So the first one is 850, then 824, then 750, and then 700. If it reaches 700, I'm going to try and buy as much as possible to lower my cost basis, because my cost basis at the moment is around $800. If I can add more at 700, I'm going to be doing myself a favor, and I'm going to be achieving my target much sooner than later. So those are my buying levels. So what is my plan now? So I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Tesla shares and buy at regular intervals no matter what. I'm going to keep buying at support levels, and I'm going to try and buy as much as possible under $1,000 and under MA50. So if I can buy as much as possible between these levels, it's going to be fantastic. Also, finally, I'm not going to sell my position. This for me is a forever stock. I'm going to be holding it over the long term. I know it's a very volatile stock. Newbie investors, you could be down 30, 40, even 50%. If you bought at the all-time high, you never know. So, for me, don't be too concerned about the volatility. Just keep your eye on the long-term goal. Learn more about the company. Learn, what kind of growth is ahead. Learn more about the projects that they're involved in. And once you understand the company, you'll have more confidence in the company. So when it goes down 10, 20% because, the market is overreacting, you're not going to panic and sell. In fact, what you're going to do is you're going to buy even more. So I really believe in this company. I think it's got some phenomenal growth ahead of it. And, it's just a matter of time before, it's going to 2x, 4x, 5x, 10x over the next 10 years. So for me, this is a forever stock. I'm going to hopefully hit my target in 1,000 days. And then 1,000 days, I'm going to keep the position open for at least 1,000 days. And then after 1,000 days, I'm going to, just sell it bit by bit to fund my lifestyle. But eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hold this position for as long as possible and let it grow as much as possible. So that's my plan for now. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and join me on my journey. Join me to see if I can, buy 300 shares, if I can get my position to 300 shares. Join me to see if I can build my position to 300 shares and keep it open for at least 1,000 days. And join me to see if I can make $1 million in 1,000 days. So finally, I appreciate any likes, and I'll read all your comments. I appreciate your subscription. I hope to bring you value. And I wish you all the best on your investment journey. And until the next update, have a great day, and I wish you all the best.